So we open with the lie about the filing. Quad, why are you the quickest to tell somebody business? Let her speak for herself. Scott said, oh, she filed. You know, she'll put the paperwork in. She'll pull the paperwork out, get in the closet with Britain, and turn the heifer out. Hanky panky. Why is Quad talking for Contessa? I wanted to hear Contessa. I tuned in to see Contessa, not Quad. Oh, Lord, so Scott's backstage storming off. Curtis and his mole goes over to Scott and says, you've got to put your business in the street for the world. I'd be like, you know what? I already look like an ass. When I get out there, I ain't going to say something that's going to make me not look like an ass. It's fine. I ain't getting a check for this, no way. So this whole school thing was to give Scott time because he was sick of the marriage. All you did was give him time and freedom to realize how much he didn't like having your butt around. You wanted to come home. He did not want you there. Scott, she's talked to Quad about it because she hasn't, instead of talking to you about it, because you don't listen. Also, she's eating her puss. Puss. It's puss. I mean, come on. You should know typical Atlanta lesbianics by now. The girlfriend always knows before the husband. Maybe that's the point. How does Quad know before you know? You're checked out of the marriage. But you're looking for a heterosexual woman, and it's time to confess that. So the men just walk out on set. See, the way he said, if you separated, you divorced to me, I think he already has that divorce mindset from jump. You see, I think Contessa got on this show to pad that account, so that way when the expense of the divorce comes along, you won't be able to be a butt about the money. What? Okay, now, I got the paperwork. It's been a month. Oh no, maybe 6 months. You didn't file anything because Fulton County would have let us know. And how you don't know if you separated for 1 month or 6 months? Well, if they didn't already told the kids they might be splitting up, it seems like it's a done deal. So Toya asked Scott, have you been faithful in the marriage? Oh, yeah, of course I've been faithful. He looked like he lying. So Contessa says, look, I don't even care about faithful. I just want him to take his butt to therapy with me. I feel like there's an affair, but they just won't talk about it. Contessa said, it's been rocky since the beginnings. We've always threatened each other with divorce. If it wasn't for these rugrats, I'd have been out. Jackie say they need intense therapy, and then everybody start talking over each other because Scott's trying to run out the room. Contessa, I hate to say it, but I think you need to move on. I don't think therapy gonna work enough because it's just been too long. And he's not really happy. Contessa said, well, look, you can't talk crazy to me for years and years and think I'm gonna love you. You know, we can have a fight here or there, but it can't be a day in, day out. He's a sour, dour old man with no upper lip. Contessa, you can do better. And you're looking for a new set of lips anyway, if you know what I mean. Britain's man better watch out. Whoa, I haven't heard any rumors about Scott cheating. And honestly, Contessa, just, let him cheat in peace. But don't let him cuss you out, but let him cheat in peace. You don't want that thing on top of you. Lord, Scott had a little prop. Oh, let me show you. Call girlfriend. Heffley said, you set that shit up. And Child Siri said, which one? So, you're trying to sell us a dream, my friend. A dream Contessa has woken up from. Scott, you are a bad liar. Everybody on stage just like, I'm glad I ain't married to him. That's something you ain't gonna be able to change. Therapy ain't gonna fix that. That's just who he is. You got a dud. You got a lemon, Contessa. I'm sorry. You just gotta put him on the trash heap. And now we're getting to the muffs he's receiving in his messages. Oh, Jesus, he gonna say I didn't know what a DM was until last year? Then they need to revoke your medical license because you too stupid. So he's like, well, I mean, if I did respond to a picture, it was just a damn or an oh shit. And it's like, child, you responded with dick pics in kind. I'm sure your little wahoos floating around. Sooner or later, Fulton County will show your legal business and your secret nudes. I mean, I don't want to see those nudes, but I bet you they out there. So it seems like this marriage has never been happy and Contessa's finally clocking out. Good for her. So she and Scott hef off stage. So Eugene said, Contessa, he ran out there because he thought that Quad had said you had filed. And he's like, I'm the last to know. Why is this coming from Quad? Unmarried Quad. Meanwhile, Dr. Jackie's like, look, If you really want consistency, you're going to have to stop getting on Instagram and smiling, faking it till you make it. Because then you ain't addressing the problem. Okay, here's the thing, Contessa. You said, I know I don't matter. I want my kids to be okay. You matter. And your kids cannot be okay if you don't treat yourself like you matter. And they're going to see this horrible marriage and they're going to think that's love. And it's not. You're right, the stakes are high. If you keep on in this marriage thinking that this man is going to change, men don't change unless they want to. And men like him never want to. So you really been in this marriage for them kids. Damn shame. Toya says, girl, you need a break from this marriage. And every time you take a break, you come back and shit's more broken. So now that we've beaten that dead marriage to a pulp, let's get back to the real point of the show, the lesbonics. God, we still bringing up her not correcting Buffy. Jackie crying harder about getting back with Simone than she was crying when Curtis cheated. Oh, Jackie was pissed that Anila got invited to Simone's son's graduate, but she was left off the list. Well, it wasn't going to be awkward with Anila, but Jackie, you know how you can be. Heffley gonna say, I call bullshit. Y'all do not speak the way you used to. They're still getting it back. It's the panty. People haven't been hanging out. Maybe your dumb butt's been running around Atlanta, but they've been staying home. Basically, Heffley's saying, look, Jackie, my woman now, Simone. I don't know what you're talking about. Heffley gonna pull Jackie aside off stage and say, what you doing talking to her? Ooh, even Quad on Watch What Happens Live said, they friends for TV. I could definitely see Jackie doing it for what's best for the brand, and Simone just not wanting to be bothered with Andy's stupid questions. Quad wants to know what they're avoiding. A public lesbian breakup. They done already had marital issues where they can barely hang on to their men. What it look like when you can't keep your woman. Simone said, I'm not making up with nobody for TV. Maybe that's what you do. We know what you do for TV, but that ain't what I do. Simone said, you know what, me and Jackie are gonna work with our relationship coach, but Heffley gonna say, you mean me? Yeah, Heffley just got into that throuple. I think that's also the issue. It's maybe Jackie with Heffley now. It's a game of lesbian musical chairs. Ooh, Simone may have moved on to Toya. Jackie said, she rides for Toya like nobody's business. She say, I chew. And Simone's right there with an explanator. Not I chew. What I was hoping for from Simone was the same ride or die that she given Toya. But when Buffy was trying to twist the knife for the infertile comment, I couldn't get no support. I was just out there twisting in the wind. A lonely lesbian. Ooh. Simone said, I came to you with no cameras around. Heffley and Simone just ain't never gonna be friends. And Heffley gonna be mad, oh, you didn't show up to my 50th. Well, you can't invite somebody 2 days before when you know they're a doctor. That's an invite so that I know you won't be there. So I make sure you're not a +1. Simone said, I just don't want to deal with Heffley shit talking on the regular. I don't need those kind of friends. I agree. It's not cute. It's not funny. Like, I roast for a living. I don't roast people in my life. I'll roast a situation, but not a person. All that does is hurt a feeling. You're gonna touch a nerve. Okay, now she upset the Heffley talking about her teeth. Well, you talk about that jaw. I mean, go. And I guess that takes Simone back to when she was a kid and was nothing but, teeth and elbows. Oh my goodness, Simone got an underbite, Heffley got an underbite. They really should be yin and yang. Simone does have a beautiful smile. I like Simone's natural teeth better than whatever chiclets Heffley got in her head. Okay, Quad, why are you here? You are married to nothing. Nothing. Why are you just taking over the reunion? Why? You lost your commentator job. I'm sorry, but this is Andy's. Let him do his job. Out here doing a white man's job for free. Don't be no cleanup woman. So is there a world where all three, Jackie, Heffley, and Simone, can be friends? No. Because Heffley likes to play people against each other and both of them need too much attention. Oh Lord, here come the husbands. Oh, Damon didn't show up. Of course not. Home taking care of the kids. Them kids grown. Allure the baby and she's 16. You could have an auntie drop by. Why is Anila's husband there? Anila was barely on the show. Husbands 101. What are the top 3 rules? Don't marry a lesbian? I hope that's on the list. Now Scott just lying. I didn't have a picture of another woman on my phone. Eugene said the picture was on your phone because I saw it and I said, ooh. Oh, okay, well, if DMs are another picture, then I suppose it was on my phone, but I was actually looking at my tablet, you see, so it wasn't my phone, it's my backpedal, pussy pop, and gaslight. The men are like, child, if you got pictures in your phone, you wrong, and you know you wrong. Curtis said, I don't know if I want to block him right away. Jackie getting up to go slap him. I mean, I don't know why you fought for that man and his ward anyway. Okay, so Scott admits to lying about the life coach, and he's apparently come up with a lie that was able to snow Curtis. But Curtis, you about to go from a big ugly to a big slow if you're believing Scott's big lies. Well, that was the shot.